Talk show host Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be able to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television. Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on his late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night TV.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope once again on late-night TV.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television. Conan O'Brien is looking to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night TV. Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope on late-night television.
Conan O'Brien may be about to push the envelope.
Yes, you are being programmed. I'm Glenn Moore, again, of Jubilee Countdown Ministries. Do you realize how serious the situation we're in right now? Oh yes, you say, well, maybe the movies and television are not the best thing, but surely the news is telling us the truth about the realities around our world. No, I'm sorry, friends, they're not. I'm going to give you several examples here, starting with the CIA infiltration of the mass media through a program called Operation Mockingbird. And as we'll find out, one of the operatives of this program today is none other than CNN's Anderson Cooper.
WMD because it's a loaded term for what happened in Iraq. But it's not just scuds and mustard gas. It's also, shoulder-fired missiles, which I remember in the wake of Afghanistan back in the 80s when the CIA was handing these out to Mujahideen. For years, the CIA methodically tried to track down every single one of these things and get them back because of their potential lethality. The idea of a lot of surface-air missiles floating around in Libya, that to me is incredibly scary about where these could end up.
Lukadowski from Brooklyn College. It's an honor meeting you. But I have a very important question. I really hope you can answer this. I mean, former CIA Director William Cozy in 1976 said the CIA controls and owns everybody in major significance in the mainstream media. How do you think that relates in 2011?
Bill Colby said that?
Yeah. He's on record stating that as a fact. Saying the Central Intelligence
Agency. Drowned, shortly after that, it's hard to talk to him about it. But
of course,
I had never heard that Bill said something like that. He's a very sensible guy. It's certainly not true. There's got to be some kind of misunderstanding.
Do you have a comment on Operation Mockingbird, possibly?
What?
Operation Mockingbird?
What's Mockingbird?
It's a CIA operation that infiltrates mainstream media and tries to control them. It's declassified.
As you describe it, I don't
Freedom of Information Act.
As you describe it, I don't think it
Whenever you get a chance, just look up Operation Mockingbird. It's declassified government documents.
It's the third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.
President entering now the Cincinnati Museum Center. 500 or so invited guests there. The President of the United States.
Thank you all. Terrorism, terror, terrorist, terror organization, terrorist attacks, terrorism, terrorist network, terrorist attacks, terrorist group, terrorists, terrorists, instruments of terror, a terror network, terror cells, terrorists, terrorizing terror and murder, terrorism, terrorists, terrorist, tool of terror and torture. Third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.
If you've got health care already, then you can keep your plan if you are satisfied with it. If you like the plan you have, you can keep it.
I intend to keep this promise. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan.
You like your plan and your doctor, you can keep them. You'll be able to keep your health care plan. If you like your plan, you keep your plan.
If you like your doctor, you like your plan, you can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan.
You like your current insurance, you keep that insurance. Period. End of story. If you've got health insurance, you can keep it. If you have insurance that you like, then you will be able to keep that insurance.
If you like your health care plan, you keep your health care plan.
Nobody's going to force you to leave your health care plan. If you like your health care plan, you will keep your plan. If you like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan. If you like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan. No matter what you've heard, if you like your doctor or health care plan, you can keep it.
If you like your health care plan, you can keep your health care plan.
If you like your private health insurance plan, you can keep it. If you like your private health insurance plan, you can keep your plan. Period.
If you like your plan, keep your plan.
If you like your current insurance, you will keep your current insurance.
If you like your insurance plan, you will keep it.
If you're happy with what you got, nobody's changing it. If you're one of the more than 250 million Americans who already have health insurance, you will keep your health insurance.
If you have health insurance, the only thing that changes for you is you're more secure. If you already have health care, the only thing this bill does is make sure that it's even more secure.
If you've got health insurance, you keep your own insurance.
Today, I want to speak plainly, clearly, honestly. If you already have health care, you don't have to do anything.
And everyone who already has health insurance will keep the benefits and protections this law already has put into place. Period.
Period.
Period. End of story.
You have or had one of these plans before the Affordable Care Act came into law, and you really liked that plan. What we said was you could keep it if it hasn't changed since the law's passed.
Hi guys, I just have some information for you, and this is for all my brothers and sisters who are in America and also for everyone around the world, as it does actually affect everybody, this information. Just a brief history on it. In 1948, a law was passed in America which said that the American governments couldn't use propaganda against their own people. And that was an act that was made, and it was very specific, and it said the government cannot use propaganda against its own people to, you know, go with their own, sort of change their laws and to do specific things. This was an actual law that was passed. Okay, just some information that I've got, and I don't know how many people know about this or know that it's been passed, but in May of 2012, last year, a Texan Republican called Thornberry introduced the HR 5736, the Smith-Munt Modernisation Act of 2012. Just going to explain to you what the act is, and then I'm going to read briefly a piece that I've found which explains rather well about it. Now basically what this act is back in 1948, after the wars, the American people started to wake up, just like they are today, and they started to realise that the governments are actually using propaganda against them to get what they wanted. So they were putting out false stuff, and just, you know, the people at that time were actually sick and tired of it. So this bill was introduced so that it couldn't be done anymore against the people and against the world as well. But in May of 2012, that law was actually amended. I don't know how many people know about this. Now, it was amended in such a way that I find it really shocking, especially in light of what's happening at the moment with the Sandy Hook and all those things there. So basically, I'm going to give you a brief rundown of what the new law now has added to, what has been added to it. So what they've added to it is that the government in America has power over the broadcasting in America. They are allowed to put their own information, to disseminate information. They're allowed to use they're allowed to use the press. They're allowed to use publications. They're allowed to use the radio. They're allowed to use motion pictures. They can put their propaganda over the internet. They're allowed to use other information media, including social media, and through information centres, instructors, and other direct or indirect means of communication. And also what they're going to be doing, they've also changed the act to say that the people who put all this stuff into the archives are just putting it straight into the archives, which means that propaganda and, lies that the government is telling is then being put into the archives. Basically what this means, people, is for anything that the government want to do and they want to change, they're going to be using every format available to them to change your mind about an issue. For instance, what's going on today with the Sandy Hook? Now, reading this and knowing that they've got full they've got full power over all broadcasting, filming, okay, they can make films if they want to, right? They can go onto social media sites if they want to. So for those of you that know about the video that I've put up about the YouTube videos that are on a hit list that are talking about Sandy Hook and the cracks in the official narrative, it's the government that wants them off YouTube, because we are actually messing up their propaganda. So there's a hit list at the moment for videos that are on YouTube, and they want them off because it's messing up all this stuff that they're trying to do. Obviously they're trying to take the guns off you guys in the USA, and they're using any means and forms that they need and they deem necessary, and that's what they're doing.
I thought that it was a matter of real concern that planted stories intended to serve a national purpose abroad came home and were circulated here and believed here, because this would mean that the CIA could manipulate the news in the United States by channeling it through some foreign country. And we're looking at that very carefully.
Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to a major circulation American journal.
We do have people who submit pieces to American journal.
Third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.